Gotta loosen up. Loosen up.
That's so awkward. It's been so long since I've done this.
Hi everyone from Yunlin Junior High. So it's Christian again. So since I had to go back to the United States, what I am going to do is I am going to be reading all of the stories for the storybook class from here and filming it so that you can still have me, a native English speaker, say the storybooks. So hopefully these will help you guys and will be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's get started. I have the book on my phone, but hopefully you can see it here. I have to read from here. Okay. Doug Unplugged by Dan Baxarino. This is Doug. He's a robot. Each morning, his parents plug him in to fill him up with lots and lots of facts. They love their little robot and want him to be the smartest robot ever. Today you will be learning all about the city, said his mom. Happy downloading, said his dad. Doug learned about many city things. There are 8,175,133 people living in the city. People in the city throw out 14,000 tons of trash each day. There are 750,000 manholes. The city's fountains pump 100 gallons of water every minute. The tallest skyscraper in the city has 102 floors. There are 840 miles of subway tracks and 468 stations. The first fire hydrant was installed in the city in 1808. There are 13,237 yellow cabs making more than 470,000 trips each day. More than 500 million pigeons live in the city. But then, something caught his eye. It was a pigeon. Doug had just learned that pigeons traveled in groups called flocks. But he didn't know they made such a funny cooing sound. Coo, coo. He wondered if there were more things he could learn if he went out into the city. So, Doug unplugged. Right away, he learned that if you flew into a flock of pigeons, they scattered. Doug knew that cities were teeming with people, so there were lots. But he discovered that crowded sidewalks made it hard to see where you were going. Doug found the subway. He already knew that subway trains ran underneath the city and that kids rode for free. And now he found that subway trains screeched their way around corners. He couldn't wait to learn more. Doug knew that skyscrapers had strong steel frames, so they could be many stories high. But he was amazed by the view from the top of one. He could see everything. Doug learned many more things about the city, like wet cement feels squishy under your feet. Fire engine sirens are loud. Some garbage cans are smelly. Manholes are dark. Pretty flowers grow out of the cracks of the sidewalk. Taxis stop if you raise your hand. And the cool water in a park fountain feels good on a hot day. Then Doug came across something that wasn't in any of his downloads. "Want to play?" asked a little boy. Doug didn't know anything about playing, but he was happy to learn. Doug learned how to play hide and seek, and a new game called tag. Doug found out there were all sorts of different ways to play, and that it was nice to have a friend to play with. "I don't see my mom or dad," his friend said, sounding scared. Doug remembered a way to get a better view of things. So, zoom! They flew way up high. "There they are!" the little boy shouted. When they landed, the little boy ran to his mother and father. Doug thought about his own parents. Suddenly, he wanted to tell them everything he had learned today. And the best thing that he learned was that if you want to show your parents you love them, you should give them a great big hug. And his parents thought he was the smartest robot ever. The end. Okay, so thank you. Hopefully I will see you next time. Bye bye.